Here from SEO Tool View. Maybe you remember me from Two Dogs Design, but I did recently sell Two Dogs Design. I wasn't really interested in web design anymore. Decided to start this new venture where I will actually take you on a view of all the SEO tools that are available out there, from content writing to rank trackers to auditors and everything in between. I'm going to do videos that kind of just walk you through them so you can see what the tool is, what it does, get an idea of what it looks like. We all react to different tools differently. I thought this would be a good thing to help you make a decision as to which tool might be right for you. So today I'm going to start, and I just want to preface, these are not reviews, guys. These are just views. That's why I named it SEO Tool View. If I do actually use one of the tools I'm doing a view of, I will let you know that I use it and why I use it, and just tell you really why I love it. But again, these are not meant to be reviews. These are just views. So let's get started. Today I'm going to show you SEO Powersuite's RankTracker, which is a tool that I use, and I've used it for many, many years. So SEO Powersuite, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of a suite of tools. There's 4 different components to it. I mainly use their SEO Powersuite and their RankTracker and their website auditor. I think they have one for like backlink building and SEO Spyglass. I don't really use those, but I will do a view of those in the future as well. So this is not meant to be a tutorial. I will do future videos on tutorials as well down the pike, but today we're just going to take a look at what this tool is so you can see everything that it's got going for it. So when you come on to the left, you can see the navigation. Target keywords is where you're going to do your rank tracking. This is where I spend most of my time right here. There's a keyword research section, a competitor research section, domain strength and reports. I don't think you guys will use too much. Reports are great if you are, actually I'll jump over here real quick. If you are a SEO consultant or have some SEO clients that you're using this for, you can create custom reports for your clients, which is really kind of cool. They have these pre-made report templates that you can start from, and then you can customize them to do anything you want them to do. You can run different metrics for different dates and time periods. I mean, there's just an endless amount of data that you can pull out of here. You can edit it in so many ways. Rank history. I mean, I can go on for hours on this. I don't want to spend too much time here, but you can run reports for anything you need for all the clients that you have. Domain strength. This is just telling you what your domain strength is. It just gives you a bird's eye view if you're actually improving, if you're doing better, worse, just in a nutshell. And it'll also show you if you have competitors, it'll show you your competitors as well, so you can see how you're doing against your competitors. I don't really look at these too often. So let's do competitor research is where you can find out how a competitor is doing. So if I type in Elevation Web, which would be a competitor of Two Dogs Design, and I click search, this is what I get. So I can see who their competitors are, can see how many keywords they rank for, approximately how much organic traffic they have, who their top competitors are. I can click on here and see your unique keywords, the keywords that intersect. So that's why the higher up a competitor is, the more related keywords there are between the two websites. So all this great information here. And then you could pull, I could go on for hours, guys, but you can do desktop, you can do mobile, you can do top 20, top 50, top 100. You can click on different things and get different, you can add this as a competitor to Two Dogs Design, which actually it probably would be a competitor. So if I wanted to use them in my comparison reports, I could just check that from here. Unique keywords, we can look at these. I'm not going to click through everything, but I'll give you an idea there. So this is just useful from getting an idea of other competitors that you can be looking at and reviewing. Topic competitors. So what you do here is you put in your main keyword, whatever it would be. So for my website, it would have been nonprofit web design. I click search. These are all the competitors for that term. Okay, so Wired Impact, which I know is a competitor, we intersect 100% on that keyword. Key Medium, Web Links, Elevation Web. These are all the competitors that I have. So what I can do from here is I can take a look at the website, see what they're about. I can add them as a competitor. I can see what our keywords are that are related, how many sites are linking to the page. So this gives me an idea of who I can compete against and who I can't. Like sites linking to page, Elevation Web has 646. I know Two Dogs Design does not have 646 sites linking to it. I might not want to try and compete with them, but maybe Neon CRM, which actually is not a web design company, but maybe LA Design Studio, I might be able to compete against them. So just a good bird's eye view. And guys, there's a lot more to this. Again, this is just an overview to help you see the kind of information you will receive. Top pages. So if I wanted to see what Elevation Web is ranking for, I put them in, hit search, and I can see their top ranking page is their home page. Their next top ranking page is best nonprofit websites. I actually do have that on Two Dogs Design as well. We do have a best nonprofit website page, so you can see how much traffic it brings in, what that traffic value is based on the cost per click in Google AdWords spend, how many keywords it's ranking for, the in-link rank, which is just a RankTracker metric for how important a page is. Sites linking to page, the top keyword for the page, and top keyword traffic. So nonprofit websites is bringing about 400 visits a month. Okay, so all this is some really great information for you to be able to see where maybe you're missing an opportunity to add content. So that's what I would use this for, content ideation. Okay, so if I click on that, I can see the keywords, okay, that they're ranking for this page. 6 essential logo design tips for nonprofits. These are the 6 keywords that were found that they are ranking for. Okay, so you can do that as well. Okay, and then if I just click back, it'll take me back to top pages. So you can do that for any one of these. If I want to see best nonprofit websites, click keywords, it'll take me into the keyword research area, and then I can see all of the keywords that their nonprofit page, their best nonprofit websites page ranks for. Best nonprofit web design, best nonprofit website design, nonprofit websites, which I am tracking. So it'll tell me I'm already tracking this keyword. I don't need to do anything with it. I'm already tracking this, but maybe now I want to track this one, best nonprofit website design. I don't have that in my RankTracker. So I can actually click that. I can put it into nonprofit, and now I'm tracking it. So right from here, I can track the keywords that I want to add. Okay. It'll tell me if there's an image SERP feature, a local pack. Obviously, they only have an image SERP somewhere in here. Okay. So that is everything on competitor research. Again, I'm going to try and do a whole tutorial on this at some time, but this will give you a good overview of what you can do with your competitors. So for keyword research, okay, and it's the same thing. I can put this in, see what keywords. If I wanted to just do, I could just take away the end, just do exact URL, search. It'll show me just the keywords they rank for their homepage. I can do domain to get all the keywords they rank for their whole site. I'm not going to run it right now because it does take a couple minutes to run. I don't want to waste your time with that. But that's what ranking keywords is. You can find whatever keywords are ranking for one of your competitors. Keyword gap. So if I put in my website and I put in Elevation Web, and there are different options in here, but typically you're going to use competitor keywords. So any competitor, it's going to find a keyword that my competitor is ranking for that I am not. Okay, and that's what all of these are. Okay, so like nonprofit website design, apparently I'm not ranking for it, which I didn't realize. So nonprofit web design, they're ranking for it at number 1. I'm not ranking for it at all. Nonprofit logo, they are ranking about it. They are ranking for nonprofit logo. I'm not ranking for it at all, but I'm not targeting that keyword. So this is a great place to go through and see what keywords that you don't rank for that your competitors do, that are relevant. Like there are some things on here that I don't want to rank for. I don't want to rank for volunteer jobs. I don't want to rank for places to do volunteer work. I'm focused on web design and SEO. So those are the things I'd want to look at. Okay, so that's keyword gap. Search Console, this actually pulls in the data from whatever websites you have in your Search Console. So I have Two Dogs Design in my Search Console. Obviously, I'm not going to have Elevation Web. So this will give me, I love this. This is actually one thing I do use because it just helps me see it. I know you can look at it in Search Console, but this helps me see it a little clearer, excuse me, and helps me understand, what I can improve on. So these are all the terms that Google Search Console has me ranking for. Okay, and I would actually go clicks. Okay, so DIB reviews, I'm getting clicks for. My click-through rate is 5%. I want to see if I can get that higher because it's saying my average rank is 2. I would love to see this higher, so I might work on that. DIB here, I'm only at 0.7%, but that's going to be normal because DIB, if they're typing in DIB by itself, I would expect them to go right to the DIB website. They're not looking for a review. They're not looking. So again, it's going to come down to what the user intent of the keyword is. But again, this is just a great tool. It brings everything in from Search Console so you can see what your metrics are. Like this is a fantastic one. I'm getting a 41% click-through rate on this one. So this is a really good one for me, even though I'm only getting 10. It's probably not a lot of search volume, but that's a great click-through rate. Keyword Planner. This actually pulls in the data from, I'm not going to run this the whole way. Keyword Planner pulls in data for nonprofit websites from Google Ads Keyword Planner, so you can kind of get some of the search volume and cost per click. Autocomplete, if I type in nonprofit websites and click search, this is pulling from the Google autocomplete. So when you're typing a search and you see that drop down when you're searching for something, that's what this is. It's pulling in other things that people are searching for that are related to this term. This is a great tool for finding related topics that you can include in your article to get Google to better understand what your content is about. So for nonprofit websites, I might want to, talk about, nonprofit donation websites or .org websites, just different terms that you can look through in here. Or you can also find additional topics for other content maybe that you can create for a silo or something like that. And then you got related searches and related questions. Same thing, these are the ones that are usually at the bottom of the search results. People also ask, and then related searches that you see at the bottom. So again, same thing, just finding additional terms, additional keywords that you can optimize for. TFIDF Explorer, now this is where you add additional topical words or phrases into your content to get Google to really have a better understanding of what your content is about. So these are singular words, and sometimes they have phrases in here. So you can see like user experience, nonprofit websites. If you're talking about nonprofit websites, you should definitely be talking about user experience. I mean, without a doubt, because that's the key to a nonprofit website. It needs to be accessible. The user experience needs to be good. You want to make sure you're using this in your keyword and it's in your content. And it's telling you 9 of your top competitors are using this term in your content. So that's what this is. It's helping you understand how much of your competition is using these terms to help you understand what you should be adding to your content. A great tool. This is also part of their website auditor tool. So I use that to really make sure my TFIDF is on point. Keyword combinations, I'm not going to play with this. I haven't used this yet. It's just another way to generate new keyword ideas. I haven't even played with this one yet. And then Keyword Sandbox is kind of where it dumps all the work that you just did. So everything is kind of in here for you. I haven't played with this too much yet because I usually kind of focus up here. And I actually use Ahrefs for most of my keyword research, to be honest. I don't really use RankTracker too much. I just feel like Ahrefs gives a little more data than this does. And that's one of the things you'll find with the different tools. Each tool gives a different amount of data. So RankTracker is fantastic if you're looking for something on a budget. It gives you enough to work with for a really long time. But once you feel like you outgrow RankTracker, Ahrefs might be an investment you want to make. So that's everything. So a ton of opportunity for keyword research here, guys. Excuse me. And last but not least is your target keywords. This is, again, where I spend most of my time. I don't really use this. It's just a summary of how well you're doing over a period of time. You can compare it with, a year ago, however long you've had it for. You can compare it as far back as you want. You can show your competitors in here, or you could not. So I could see Elevation Web in here if I wanted to. You can see I'm up 5% over the last month in traffic. I can see, I have Number 1 rank, I have 2 in the local maps. I have 17 in the top 10. So lots of good stuff going on here. I don't really use this for too much, but there it is. Rank tracking is where I spend probably 95% of my time, and keyword mapping is the other 5%. So keyword mapping is where you can actually add your keywords and assign them to a landing page. So these are my landing pages that I currently have. Okay, and these are my keyword groups. So I break mine out into affiliate posts, educational posts, nonprofit related posts, service pages, and then I have a post about a website audit that was doing really well, so I separated that out as well. But you can have as many groups as you want. So my affiliate posts, okay, I have all my landing pages in here, and they're all different. Key Search Review, Smarter Q, SEO Powersuite, Surfer. These are all affiliate review posts that I've done on Two Dogs Design. You could see the keywords that I was trying to optimize for and rank for. So this is what I wanted to get my ranking for. Okay. Educational posts, these are just informational. Okay. You could see this will give you the estimated number of searches, competition. KEI is an internal score of keyword difficulty. Green is good, red is bad. So if it's green, it means it should be easier to rank for. And expected visits if I'm ranking at the top of the search results for my term. Okay, I can see keyword difficulty from here. I can see pay-per-click analysis, get an idea of the cost of the pay-per-click, and I can see my rank analysis right from in here. So you can see I'm doing pretty well, I'm entering, I'm growing. The site's been doing really well lately. So you can see the improvement right from here. Okay, enter my same, and this is just a different way of looking at it. So you have your keyword groups, or you can look at it from landing pages. If I wanted to do best nonprofit websites, you can see these 3. Okay, and then you can see my rank for these 3. So these are the terms I had wanted to rank for this page. Okay, so this is your keyword groups, keyword mapping. It just helps keep you organized, and then you'll understand in a minute. So let's look at affiliate posts again. Now I'm going to go over to rank tracking. Okay, and what you're going to see here is affiliate. Okay, so I have a separate rank tracker just for my affiliate posts so I can see them separately. And the way I created this was using my keyword group, affiliate, okay, which came out of my keyword map. Okay, so that's what I really love about this. Like, it just makes it really easy to break things down, and you can have as many reports as you want. Like, I can have a separate report for my affiliate posts. I can have one for my nonprofit posts. I can have one for my informational posts, so I can see how I'm doing with each specific thing. I just love that, and you can build it out any way you want. This dashboard, completely customizable. If I click here, Edit Workspace, these are all the different columns of data that I can get. Okay, this is what I'm currently using. You could see keyword, Google rank I'm looking at, Google difference, Google SERP. If you look here, landing page KEI, landing page KEI. So I can add things, I can delete things, I can add the keyword group. Okay. So now I have my keyword group, affiliate posts. So I know what I'm looking at. Now if I want to delete that, let me get rid of it, keyword group, and I can get rid of keyword, I can get rid of the landing page. Okay, make it a little bigger. So you have all these different ways of playing with it. Okay, from here, so let's go, I'm going to do Google Rank, Website Auditor Review. I'm currently ranking at number 1. This is going to tell you if you have any specific features. So anything that's green is telling me I have a specific feature. This is a review. So I have a Google SERP feature, I have a review. Okay, do Dogs Design, I'm number 1. And I do have the review spot. Okay, so this is going to tell me everything. So here I have a people also ask. I have website auditor. I have the review. People also ask. Okay, so lots of good stuff going on here. So when you click on something up here, web auditor review, I can see rank progress. I have 3 years here. Let me do 1 year. You could do it by 7 days, 2 weeks, 1 month. So however it works for you, I'm going to do 1 year. It's been kind of consistent. So you can look at it as a graph. Or you can look at it as a chart like this. Okay, you can look at it in different things if you want to see if it's on maps. SERP analysis is going to tell me who's ranking, how the movement has happened, and I've been tracking this since January of 2020. You can see I've always been pretty high up there. I've always been kind of at the top. I did drop for a little while here. I don't know why. Apparently I dropped out, came back in, and I've been pretty consistent since then. I can see sometimes Search Engine Journal beats me out, but I beat them out here. So it's really good for seeing who's up and coming and who's kicking you out of your spot. Visibility just kind of gives you an idea if you're up or down. I don't really use this one too much, but just, I just care more about the organic traffic and where I'm actually ranking. Organic traffic, I don't know that I have this set up. This might not be set up, but you will be able to see if you're getting any oh, there it is. I was too far out. So 2021, I must have not, I must have did something. I'll have to look to see why it's not tracking anymore. But you can see it'll tell me I had about 155 website sessions this day. So you can get a little bit of tracking information here. And then keyword difficulty, I do use a lot. And you need to refresh this every once in a while, but it'll tell me what my opportunities here are. Like technically speaking, I should not be beating out Link Assistant. I should not be beating out SEO Search Engine Journal. I haven't updated this in a while, so let me click Update. Let's see. There we go. So you can see it updated a little bit, 29.3. But this gives you a good eye view of whether or not you can actually compete with the pages that you think you can compete with. So this is something I do use quite often. And then keywords and ranking, I have one full, this is every keyword I rank for. I just built one dashboard that kind of compiles everything. So that's everything. So this is SEO Powersuite. Love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? And if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a great day, guys.